Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Introducing to you guys our entrepreneur, Tony Fernandes. This is my teammate. My name is Muhammad Kombi Ismail and second is Nur Syabila binti Muhammad Karim Zami, Mira Amali binti Muhammad Salahuddin Al-Ayubi, Muhammad Ahmad Hazib bin Muhammad Jazlan, Muhammad Luman Nur Hakim bin Fararul Razi. Okay, this is job description during finishing this video presentation. Me as a voiceover, Amira as a editor 1, Shasha as editor 2, and Hazi as editor 3, and lastly Luqman as a script writer. Okay, I will start with what is entrepreneur. Okay, there's a difference between businessman and entrepreneur. A businessman, a person who have run an existing business, such as running a cake shop. On the other hand, an entrepreneur is a person who start a business, idea or innovation that is new and does not exist yet. Okay, what is exactly the entrepreneur? Entrepreneur is someone who engages in business activity with an intention of releasing a profit. It's known as entrepreneur. The fixed mindset and the growth mindset are the two distinct ways of thinking that an entrepreneur can have. An entrepreneur who have a fixed mindset believe that their fundamental characteristics, such as uncatalyzed talent or a fixed nature, are unchangeable. Brain and talent, on the other hand, are just starting point for the entrepreneur who have a growth mindset because they believe that even their most fundamental ability can be improved throughout commitment and effort. This perspective fosters an invention for as well as the tenacity that is necessary for great accomplishment. In addition, in order for any business, regardless of its size, to thrive in today's cutthroat business environment, entrepreneurial skills are an absolute necessity. Next, because of the accumulation of this various type of skill and experience, had eventually become one of the most significant contributor to the expression of the economy. An individual who is responsible for the launch of the new company or business is referred to as an entrepreneur. People who manage a business with the intention of growing it by implementing various forms of innovation and having the leadership and managerial capacity to achieve their objective can be considered also as entrepreneur. So, regarding to our group assignment, we are choose our role model entrepreneur, which is Tony Fernandes. Now, I will explain the entrepreneur background. Okay, the name of the entrepreneur is Tan Sri Dr. Tony Fernandes. He was born on 30 April 1964. He is a Malaysian entrepreneur and Chief Executive Officer of the AirAsia Group who introduced low-cost flight to Malaysians with the slogan, "Now everyone can fly." Okay, Fernandes is an Indian-Malaysian entrepreneur of Malayan and Goan descent with mixed blood from Portuguese. He was born in Kuala Lumpur on April 30, 1964. This year, the age of Tony Fernandes is 59 years old. Okay, he started his business with he get an education at Alice Smith School in Kuala Lumpur. Starting at the age of 12, he studied at Epsom College in England. He matriculated at the London School of Economy and graduated in accounting. Now we move to the Tony Fernandes company background. Okay, the Tony Fernandes company name is AirAsia. Tony Fernandes line of business is service. A service is a system that supplies public needs such as transportation, communication or utilities. AirAsia is the aviation industry and AirAsia target customer is everyone. Okay, AirAsia is a low-cost Malaysia airline. AirAsia was Asia's first low-cost airline and AirAsia operates international and domestic flight to all over 400 destinations in 25 countries. The primary hub is in Kuala Lumpur International Airport, LCCT, KLIA. Thai AirAsia, Philippine AirAsia and AirAsia Japan are its affiliated airlines with hub at Suvarnabhumi Airport, Clark International Airport and Narita International Airport, respectively. The registered office of AirAsia in the Petaling Jaya, Selangor and the headquarters are at Kuala Lumpur International Airport. Now, I will move to the entrepreneur before starting the venture. Okay, after graduating from the London School of Economy with a degree in accounting, Tony Fernandes began his work at Virgin Communication in London from 1987 to 1989. He became financial controller. Fernandes was admitted as an associate member of the Association of Chartered Certified Accountants, ACCA, in 1991, and he became fellow in 1996. He is currently a member of the Institute of Chartered Accountants in England and Wales, ICAEW. After that, he moved to One Music Group Executive and served as a South Asian Region Vice President as Senior Financial Analyst from December 1999 to July 2001. Then joined the RB Hikkom, a Malaysian conglomerate, as a General Manager of its car distribution division before venturing into the airline business. He hosts the first season of the Appetize Asia reality game show called The Appetize, in which a group of aspiring young business people compete for the chance to work with him. But however, his role will be replaced by the founder, chairman and CEO of One Championship, Chatri Sityorong, for the second season in 2001. Okay, now I will move to the entrepreneur at the time he started the venture. When Tony Fernandes was in boarding school in London, he wished to fly home for his holiday, but the flight ticket was expensive back then. So he dreamed of the day when the flight ticket will be affordable enough for people to make a trip without worrying about cost. It was the first spark that instilled a deep desire to make air travel accessible to everyone. When he was working in the music industry, he felt like a hypocrite who only took someone's salary, and he decided to quit the industry and start his own business. He got inspiration from entrepreneur Stelios Haji Lanau, who is famous for creating EasyJet, a low-cost airline, and he was also curtained about this idea when he was to Luton Airport in the UK, and he saw people flying from Barcelona for a low price. He thought he was 36 at the time and didn't want to sit there at 55 and say, I wish I did that. You can press the rewind button. His vision was democratize travel and free from the clutch of the elite by offering low-fare and quality air travel. Then Tony Fernandes started the airline business with his 3 talent college from the music business, together with partner Datuk Fahmi Rejab, former chairman of AirAsia, Datuk Kamarudin Meranun, present deputy group CEO AirAsia, and Datuk Aziz Bakar, present chairman of AirAsia. Tony Fernandes found Tun A. Sdn Bhd in 2001. In 8 December 2001, Tun A. Sdn Bhd take over AirAsia. Tony Fernandes bought the ailing AirAsia from the Malaysian government for RM1 in 2001 and turned it into Asia's first low-cost airline. When he bought the airline, it was in 400 million debts, but driven by the cable teams and partners. AirAsia repaid the debt in less than 2 years, despite the fact it was operating in an extremely challenging environment. Tony Fernandes started his airline business in the year the world witnessed the most horrifying tragedy in aviation history, the 9/11 attack in the US. Airlines across the world were retrenching employers and travelers feared air travel. The entire aviation industry seemed on the verge of collapse. Tony Fernandes and his team saw this as a golden opportunity to revive the industry by introducing a brand new airline. The slump in the aviation industry staggered many skilled and experienced industry workers at the freight line airline. Expanding the fleet on aircraft also proved to be cheaper than expected. At least prices were at an all-time low. It was the most opportune time to expand the airline with bigger and better plans. When he first started the business, he was scared he was going to fail. He wasn't scared of falling on his own, but he was scared of letting down 250 staff. If his business failed, then they'd be out of job. His business always found itself short of cash. He tried to raise money, applying for mortgage and approaching bank for credit, but to no avail. He was a guy who had left the music industry and suddenly started the airline. It wasn't exactly a convincing story. He said that internet was their savior because it let the Asia sell ticket way in advance. giving it cash to roll until it grew big enough to get approached for a loan. It also allowed the company to sell tickets directly to customers, skipping traditional distribution channels and cutting costs. E-commerce has proven to be a lifeline for Asia in these early days. Tony Fernandes said that it wasn't easy to hook people on the internet in the beginning. It was a challenge, but nothing a good product could take on. He said, "I know Malaysian very well. If you put in a good deal, they will find a way to buy it." In 2002, travelers are still cautious of flying, but he saw this is an opportunity to boost their brand. He went to his marketing team and asked them to triple the advertising. He said, "Drop the fares. I know Malaysian very well. If you bring the fare low enough, they will risk their life." So, until now, AirAsia becomes successful and everyone know. Now we move to the conclusion. Okay, the conclusion is to be a successful entrepreneur is not something that is easy. There are many challenges and obstacles that need to be faced for him to be where he is now. Armed with his effort and knowledge, he managed to reach this level and was able to achieve many success and make many contributions to the community. He was made many contributions for society. Under Fernandes' leadership, AirAsia grew to become the region leading low-cost airline, transforming the Asian aviation industry and enabling millions of people to use flight service. In the mid-2003, Fernandes asked Dr. Mahathir to submit the proposed agreement to the country of Thailand, Indonesia and Singapore. At his request, he success in getting leading right, not only in Asia but also for other low-cost airlines. Fernandes also successful revolution the regional aviation industry through low-cost flight. Now, there are several local airlines in this region, named Tiger Airways, a Singapore company owned by Singapore Airlines, Nor Air, a Thai company, and Lion Air, an Indonesian company. He was proof with hard work and knowledge that he is able to establish a successful company. In addition to his contribution, he was helped many people to enjoy low-cost flight service. So, we should take the Tony Fernandes as our role model to be successful as him. So, that's all from our group. Thank you and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.